everybody. I'm Larry Ridley. You're tuned into the NFL on EA Sports. Today's game should be a fun one, as we have two teams that love to put points on the board and punches. It's the Cardinals going up against the Eagles. With that, let's get out to Lincoln Financial Field. Here are Brandon Guyton and Charles Davis.
Thank you, Larry. It's the NFL on EA Sports as you take a look live there at Lincoln Financial Field in Philadelphia, PA. Today, we've got a Week 6 matchup for you here between the Arizona Cardinals and the Philadelphia Eagles. On the ground, the first carry for Ryan Matthews. No gain on the play. It'll be second down. And the tight end, Zach Ertz, is key in this offense as we get a look at the starters.
Comes out of the factory known as Stanford, which keeps putting out tight ends. Zach Ertz, one of the better ones we've seen in recent years.
And on 2nd and 10 now.
Ready.
On 2nd down, here's Breeze. And this is Ertz with it, right side. It'll be a 3-yard gain, and that'll lead here to a 3rd down. Let's meet the starters on the defensive side of the football for Arizona.
And let's talk about Robert Kimdichie, their first-round pick out of Mississippi. I still remember him coming out of high school. An absolute terror, maybe the best high school prospect in the nation. People look to see if his motor is going to run high all the time, because when it does, he is something else.
A tough spot here on their opening drive. This is 3rd and 7. Now Breeze on 3rd down. That ball's caught. Aguilar right side. A nice pickup there, 10 yards, and it'll move the sticks.
But give the defensive guys a little bit of credit. They didn't let the deep ball beat them on that play, did they?
No, the drag, that guy can be your safety valve. We saw it right there.
Yeah, and it picked up a first down for them, too.
And the offense lining up 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, here's Breeze. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down.
Whenever I see an in-route dropped, as we just saw in that play, I'm always thinking that in the back of their mind, they're worried about what's coming at them, because they're going towards traffic on that route as opposed to being away from it and maybe having a little bit more space.
This one complete left side to Green Beckham. Call it a gain of 3, and that's going to bring up a 3rd down.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
Well, they get the completed pass, but still have more to go here on 3rd down. Breeze to throw again. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. Nelson Aguilar, the intended receiver, and it's 4th down.
Putting pressure on the guy throwing the football is always good, but when you can couple that with contact on him that leads to an incompletion, as we just saw there, that's winning football.
So on 4th down, Britton Colquitt on to punt. Was looking for the checkup bounce, didn't get it. That scoots all the way into the end zone now for a touchback. first carry now. This is Johnson. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down. The inaugural drive for this offense today, and the guy we're going to talk about, Michael Floyd.
Starting to develop into a #1 receiver, a guy that you'll count on downfield.
They're going to look to throw. And that's incomplete. The tight end, Jermaine Gresham, the intended receiver. And it's third down. And the defense now for the Eagles.
Benny Logan has the body of a defensive end, but the skill set of a defensive tackle is very difficult for offensive guards to block.
So incomplete on second down. Now they'll look to convert here on third. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And this is going to be incomplete.
Sometimes it looks pretty simple, batting the ball away, but oftentimes there's some pretty good teaching and practice that goes into it. Being able to get to the receiver, not interfere, and get his hands through the football and knock it away.
Oh, it's a wobbler here. And this ball is going to be touched down just shy of midfield. Philadelphia getting set to take the field. And they'll be looking to avoid what happened last time, which is punting the football.
But when you look at how teams play the game, that complementary football comes into play. How do I take care of my defense? How do I take care of my offense? Well, the defense is taking care of them in a lot of ways. Now it's time for the offense to jump things up and help their defense out. Give them a little bit of rest.
Yeah, time for them to give them a rest. Took the words right out of my mouth. A handoff left. It's Ryan Matthews trying to turn the corner, but he's going to be stopped right near the line of scrimmage. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. See if they stay on the ground for second down.
Now that's the type of play that'll fire up a defense. Hold them to 1 yard on a first down run. It'll be interesting to see if the offense decides to press the run at all, or if they'll abandon it now after gaining only 1 on that play.
They'll give him a yard on the play, and they're going to have a third down.
Hey, the defense is in this game as well. They wanted to make it a tough third down. They were able to do so on that last play, preventing a big gain.
And now on third down, they'll need to get it to the 36 to pick up the first. From the gun on third down, Breeze. And that is incomplete. He was looking to hit Ryan Matthews there out of the backfield. And that brings up fourth down.
The days of knowing your assignment, dropping to it, and calling it a day, that's over with. Because now, when you drop into a zone, especially as a defensive back, you're seeing the play in front of you. So if a man wanders into your area, guess what? Now it goes from zone to man-to-man coverage in many cases. And on this particular play, able to see the play in front of him, react to it, and knock the ball away. Gotta like what you just saw there, if you like zone defense. Well, this winds up an empty possession. Everything looked okay. He just never got the ball on target. And knowing him, he'll be disappointed with that effort.
Now a handoff. Johnson. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
And there's a run to be happy with. Good, solid yardage. He'll take that anytime you hand the ball to a back.
Counting down toward the midway point in quarter one.
Here we go now. Blue 90. Blue 90.
They'll look to throw. He's got Floyd out left. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. It's a gain of 11 yards that time, and it produces a new set of downs.
As long as you go through your proper reads and progressions, the drag route can be one of those old reliable plays because usually it's good for a good chunk of yardage, as we just saw there.
And those guys like it, right? They can get the ball with a full head of steam.
Especially against man coverage, because man coverage, they're typically running away from someone and not worrying about traffic coming out on the other end.
Give the tackle that time to Rodney McLeod.
Not a run that you're going to write home about, but still a good first down run. That's what an offense calls staying on schedule. 3 to 4 yards on first down, you're set up very well for the rest of the drive.
6 yards to go here on second down.
Here we go now.
Again, it's Johnson. And he's brought down. They pick up 12 on the play there, and they move the chains.
How many times do we say in this game that speed kills, and it does it in so many different ways? In this case, you got a back who's quick and shifty, can make moves, make people miss, but also gets to and through a hole before it can close down. That's some of the benefits of that speed, not just outrunning people in the secondary, and that led to a really nice game. Okay, no score on that play, but this guy's been a touchdown machine all year long. You know they trust him with the football.
Now let's go. 3-19. No, check. Patriot.
They'll run for the first time with Johnson. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. Chris Johnson, his first touchdown on the year. And the Cardinals have taken the early lead. And the Cardinals will go up 7-0. The Cardinals set now to kick this one away, and off we go. This will be taken short. And they'll be set up pretty nicely here as they have it up to the 35-yard line. Philadelphia getting set to take the field. And the last go-around for them, they tried that really, really long field goal, couldn't connect.
And in retrospect, I think a lot of people would say, well, why would you try one that long? You hurt yourself in field position. The ball comes out, there. That only helps the other team. But I look at it as maybe it was a double shot of confidence. Confident the kicker could make it. And even if he missed, confident in their defense that they could hold it.
12 yards on the pickup, and it'll be a Philadelphia first down. Quick pass play there on the slant, Charles. Works out well for the offense.
The offense loves it. The defender hates it. Hard to get through the body of the receiver to get to the football trying to cover a slant.
Gonna give this time to the tailback. And he's going to get hit at the line of scrimmage and driven backwards. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
A 1-yard gain can look like a disaster, but it all depends on how the game is going. Is it a series of 1-yard gains running the ball? If that's the case, you might have to start thinking about throwing it a little bit more. But if it's just the occasional 1-yard run, hey, congratulations to the defense. They won that one. Come back and get them the next time.
Ready. 5-5-5.
On play action. Now Breeze. Green Beckham has it over the middle. A good pickup there at 22.
And when an offense is doing a nice job selling the play-action pass, a lot of responsibility shifts to the linebackers. They're the ones that have to determine run or pass and get to the proper places on the field.
So after that big play, let's see if they can catch their defense maybe on their heels. Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. It's a toss right. Ryan Matthews. And he'll fall forward to the 29-yard line. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Well, I think we know by now that every run is not going to be broken and get all the way to the end zone. But these short ones still have their value. You can still set up your play action and throw the football. You control the clock because you have the ball and they don't. And often the physicality sets the tempo for the game.
Now Breeze throwing on 2nd down. Flush to his right. And he'll just chuck this one up into row G. It's incomplete. They got to get it to the 21 here on 3rd down.
Ready. 95-56.
Now Breeze on 3rd down. And this is going to be incomplete. So now on is Caleb Sturgis for the Eagle field goal. From the right hash, it's a 46-yard attempt. And this one is right down Broadway. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So this offensive unit, they've now had 3 drives, and they only have 3 points to show for it.
Payoff is the key for everything. How many offenses we talk to that say we have to finish drives? Thus far, this team hasn't finished it quite the way they've wanted to.
Arizona getting ready to go as they take the field. And that recipe on their last drive that resulted in a touchdown looked pretty good, so they'll be hoping to do that once more.
And it takes me back to when we sat with the offensive coordinator and the head coach. They felt pretty good about their game plan and thought there were some holes in the defense, and they exploited them the last time out. Let's see if they can come back and put together a similar drive.
And we'll see if they can do just that. Ready to go now in the second quarter. Brandon Gaudin, Charles Davis. It's the Cardinals in possession of the football, but they face a 2nd and long to start things out. It's a 5-receiver set. 3 to the left, 2 to the right. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Over the middle here to Brown. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. It'll be a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll make it 3rd down.
Doesn't matter whether it's a zone coverage or man coverage. The drag route can be effective when it's run well.
And 3 full yards here for the offense to get on 3rd down. They come out 5 wide, 3 of them to the right side. On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. He gets it to Brown, complete. And 15 yards there on the catch and run.
Quarterbacks like throwing the slant route, but they have to be careful about ball placement. They have to put it in a spot that makes sure the receiver has his body in front of the defender.
They come up in an empty set. 4 wide receivers, 1 tight end. They'll look to throw now on 1st down. Throwing left side here, and it's complete. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. Give him 7 on the play, and it'll make it a 2nd down. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down. Incomplete pass on 2nd down. Let's see what the offense draws up here on 3rd.
Let's go! Green, 39!
They'll look to throw again. And he's going to be sacked. They sack him back right at the midfield stripe. Connor Barwin in there to get him for a loss of 3, and it'll be 4th down. This is away and a very good kick angled for the sidelines. Out of bounds as he appeared to be looking for the corner. He got it. They're going to mark this at the 4-yard line. And out now come the Eagles. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6.
We're waiting!
Back near his goal line. Here's Breeze. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
That was a classic example of trying to run with the ball without securing the catch. He was thinking about those rack yards instead of making the catch first and then taking off.
They come out here in the eye. On 2nd down, Ryan Matthews. And a short gain here as he gets it up only to about the 6. Just a couple there on the 2nd down run. Now they're staring at a 3rd and 8 situation.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
And he dropped it. Now it was tipped. Altered the ball a little bit, but he dropped it. And now 4th down. Well, they've had a pretty frustrating first half here offensively, and that just continued there with that incompletion.
Yeah, definitely frustrating for them, but heartening for the other guys. Those stop troops, they're enjoying things right now because they've made it very difficult for them throughout the half.
Here's Britton Colquitt now as he'll kick it away for the second time. And a fair catch is called for. He will take it in to give his guys some excellent field position here. The Cardinal offense now making their way back out onto the field. They've got the lead. Last time had to punt it, though. What's the key to this drive?
I think it's leverage.
Leverage.
Big guys up front. You know the motivational speech on the sideline is, guys, give us an opportunity. Protect the passer, create space for our runners, and let's go ahead and give these guys. Low man wins. Let's go do it on this drive.
We'll watch that leverage on this drive. So 2nd and 10 here. Back to throw here. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
When defenses get to the quarterback that quickly, a lot of times it's called a jailbreak. It wasn't quite that fast, but fast enough that he had no time to look downfield and set himself to throw the ball. And as he tried to do that, he was hit, and it forced an incompletion.
And that one was relatively easy to see. I noticed that from up here.
Yeah, it doesn't take a whole lot, does it? Sometimes you get multiples. What I always love on these offsides is when each side points at the other. Hey, you did it. No, you did it. They deciphered that one correctly.
So he makes the grab and the chains move forward.
Nice job by the offensive line giving them time to complete that first down pass.
Let's go.
They go play action here on first down. That is caught at the 7. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. And now the passing game here in the second quarter starting to heat up a little bit.
Don't you feel the rhythm starting to happen, right? You see it. Now the confidence is starting to rise. I think now as a play caller, because that has happened, you lean on it a little bit more. You don't go totally away from running the football.
And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. And the sack leads to roughly a loss of 6, and it brings up 2nd and goal. So the D gets the sack on first, and now it brings up 2nd down.
Let's go. 3-19.
Now back to throw. Screen play, Johnson. Call it a pickup of 7, and that's going to bring up an interesting 3rd and goal.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
And here comes play number 6 on this drive. An extra defensive back on the field here for 3rd and goal. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. He's got time. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Boy, he came in off the edge so quickly there.
Look out, because that's exactly what it was being shouted by the offensive lineman to his quarterback because he had no chance to block him.
And Catanzaro's kick is right through. And they push the lead up to a touchdown now at 10-3. So the drive stalls out, but they are able to put 3 points on the board.
Yeah, just a yard or two shorter than an extra point, so no problems converting there.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Eagles coming out as they get ready. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you called before, realize it hasn't worked
Go to something else.
and maybe try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
Breeze now on first down. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done.
I really don't know where to go with this one. He caught the pass, but in the opposite direction towards his own end zone. That's not one you get every game.
shotgun now for Breeze. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. A minute 59 to go in the first half. We'll come back to Philadelphia after this. Offense looking to avoid a 3rd and long. It's 2nd and 10. Breeze to throw on 2nd down. And that one got tipped. Kind of threw everything off. It brings up 3rd.
Well, we're not playing 3 yards in the cloud of dust football anymore. I kind of get why those old school coaches sometimes didn't want to throw the football. Because if it's popped up in the air, it almost turns into slow motion, and both sides trying to get to the football, and you're holding your breath wondering whether it's going to go good or bad for your team.
He's got time in the pocket. He's going to look. It's caught inside the 25. And that one results in 35 yards.
Now, that play will end up on the highlights, and you'll see it all over the place. But what you won't see, the offensive line that bought the extra time, that allowed for the big completion downfield, those guys made that play possible.
Right, easy. Right, left, 6, 95.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4. And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him. So when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
Now Breeze throwing on 2nd down. He was trying to get it to Zach Ertz that time. And that'll make it 3rd down.
The good signal callers would never go back in the huddle and play the blame game because they need those guys to protect him. But on that last one, his offensive line, they lost their leverage very quickly, and that's why they were able to get to him and hit him as he tried to throw the football and force an incompletion.
An extra defensive back in the game now here for 3rd and 4. Breeze now, and he's going to drop this off to his fullback. Now here's a timeout defensively coming from the Cardinals. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. And he missed it. It's no good. And this score will stay right where it is. So it's a 2nd missed field goal here in this first half. He'll have to think about that going forward. Maybe time for a little soul-searching as well.
Yeah, the head coach might be looking towards the heavens because you wonder if this will affect the 4th down decision-making going forward. If you get 4th and 3, 4th and 4, situations that used to be calls for the kicker might get a second thought.
They come out 5 wide, 3 of them to the right side. Defense really showing respect to the deep ball here, playing off the receivers. He'll drop to throw. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. Now the Eagles going to signal for a timeout. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. Now contact up front as penalty markers come in. Who is this against? And a long way to go for the offense here on 2nd down.
Let's go.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. And the Eagles are going to go ahead and take another timeout. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. And no press coverage here. They are backing off in the secondary. Out of the gun now on third down. Fitzgerald bringing it in over the middle. Now hang on here. Timeout called by the defense. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. Here comes the Cardinals punter now as he's on to kick it away. And he uncorks a beauty. Best of the day. And a bit of a mistake there. This is well into the end zone for a touchback. And Philadelphia ready to get going on offense again. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right? You just mentioned it. They're down. They're trying to get back into the game. But you got to figure if something goes wrong, you may have put yourself in a spot where you may not be able to come back in the second half. Managing risk, this is a big decision here.
Check.
Throwing on first down is Breeze. Looking for Green. Beckham, and it's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off.
Well, surprise, partner. No, we know it's not a surprise. When you try to complete a pass against this Cardinals defense, there's a reason that they are known as the no-fly zone.
And the offense in a great spot. It's first and goal from the 3. And he is in for 6. Touchdown, Cardinals. David Johnson hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Cardinals will extend their lead. It's up and good, and that makes it 17-3. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And in hindsight, probably should have stayed where he was, as he'll only get back to the 16-yard line. Very tough spot here for the offense to start. They come out here in the eye. They go play action here on first down. And that is incomplete. Down to 15 seconds now.
The defensive coordinator came into this game with a plan to get to the quarterback with whatever type of pressure is necessary. It's working to perfection for him today.
They'll give it to him right up the gut. And oh, he sheds a tackle. Now he's got some space. And now the Cardinals going to use another timeout. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. Now the offense in that middle ground here on third down, 3rd and 5.
Ready? You ready?
Getting it to their playmaker, Cordell Patterson. And he's going to lose yardage here back to the 12-yard line. Losing 2 yards that time, and now it's 4th down. Here's Britton Colquitt now as he's on to punt for Philadelphia. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. And he will be able to recover this himself to prevent a wacky ending here, but that will be how this first half comes to an end. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. Fielded about a yard deep. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30 to the 33-yard line. So here's the Cardinals offense now as they get set to start this third quarter. They built a good first-half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
Trying for Brown, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Malcolm Jenkins. And he'll take it across midfield and down to the 48-yard line. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half. And with this deficit, you can't have too many more drives like the last drive where you had to punt it away.
You know what I would tell my offense right here? The punter doesn't exist, guys. He doesn't even exist. He's not a team anymore. I just cut him. All right? So you've got to go out and create some offense for us here and give us some points. No way does that guy get on the field on this drive.
Poor punter.
Yeah, it wasn't his fault. But, hey, listen, there's got to be casualties at times. We're trying to win a game.
They come up in an empty set. 4 wide receivers, 1 tight end. Here's Breeze to throw. He targets Jordan Matthews, and it's caught. And he'll get it down here to the 43. Call it a gain of 5, and it'll be third down.
One thing I can say pretty safely, that route is not called if you don't have a guy who can throw the ball and put some mustard on it. Because if you're going to lollipop it in the middle of the field, bad things usually happen. It takes a strong-arm guy who can rifle it in there, and they were able to successfully complete that one.
This would complete left side to Green Beckham. Give him 6 yards, and they do convert on third.
Did you see that route the way that I did? I thought he was trying to get deep.
Yeah, that
first.
wasn't the first option.
No, not it came off of that guy, the deep guy, and came underneath on the drag. Completed it very well.
They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. 4 yards on the pickup, and that'll make it second down.
In order for a screen pass to break big, a lot of things have to come together and be well executed. But all it takes is one small thing to go wrong and keep it from being a big game.
Now Breeze. And this is Ertz with it, right side. It's a 7-yard gain there, and it's good enough to move the chains.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target, and he's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the pressure was going to come from, and said, I know how to beat that, and that's what he did.
Now a play fake. Breeze. Looking for Aguilar, and it's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And his guys are going to take over at the 21-yard line. Arizona getting ready to go as they take the field. And last time wasn't pretty. 1 play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. They'll try to get the offense going with Johnson. And he'll take it ahead to the 28-yard line. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
What a way to start a drive. An excellent run, a tone setter, and now if you want to take a shot on 2nd down and go play action and make it look like the same exact play and throw it over the top, you can do so because you've established the run in a big way.
And this time not as successful as he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. Malcolm Jenkins up to make the stop.
In my book, that's running the ball well, but with intelligence. How about him keeping the clock moving, staying in bounds?
Yeah, even though it's the third quarter, you're thinking ahead, aren't you? This is where your running game can really help you with a lead in the second half.
I agree totally. It's not just end-of-the-half situations that you worry about the clock. It's throughout the game. And with a lead, stay in bounds. Make them fight harder to try and catch you.
He goes for 18 there as the drive will continue.
Give them a lot of credit. They ended up running the ball on a key 3rd down situation. They were staring 3 and out in the face and found a way to flip the script and keep the ball moving on offense.
Hurry up, here we go.
Back to throw now on 1st down. He's going to get this one out to his fullback. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. It's a gain of 6 on the play, and it's a second down.
It's interesting because when I'm watching college football and I'm evaluating guys for the draft now, my list of fullbacks, pure fullbacks, it's a very short list. I'm probably evaluating more punters and kickers now than I am fullbacks, but it doesn't matter what you call a position, it's who you put there, and there we saw completion.
Possible run anticipation. Here's the D-line sandwiches together. Johnson, and he'll get it down here to the 43. 5 yards is the pickup there as that extends this drive.
Any team that runs the toss and runs it successfully, that means they win the battle on the edges. That means you seal the edge in order to let your back get to the corner. They got it done there for a very nice game.
Fresh set of downs here. They're going to look to throw. And his throw's going to be incomplete. And that was incomplete, but I don't know how much of that falls on the quarterback. He was pressured.
Brandon, the rush showed up so fast, the quarterback had no chance to get the ball downfield.
Unable to connect on the first down pass play. Now it's second down. They come up in an offset eye. Now he'll look to throw, and he fires one that's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And his guys will take over at the 30-yard line. Philadelphia getting set to take the field. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. Breeze again here on 2nd and 10. And he comes back with one complete. 5 yards on the pickup, and that's going to lead to a third down. From the gun on third down, Breeze. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Marcus Golden in there to get him, and that's sack number 8 for him on the year. Here's Britton Colquitt now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And he gets it away, and it's a laser headed for the sidelines. And this one's out of bounds. Should be inside the 10, I think it is. At the 6-yard line. Arizona getting ready to go as they take the field. Looked like they had something going last drive. Then the interception happened. Will they recover?
The memory they need to keep with them is that they did have something going. They were moving the ball on offense, had a nice sequence going. Don't worry about the other part. You can't get that back. Let's go back to what you were doing well before.
I thought you were going to say they need to have no memory, but there goes Larry Fitzgerald. The 40. The 20. Touchdown, Cardinals. Larry Fitzgerald, 94 yards. And the Cardinals now adding on to their lead. So from back deep in their own territory all the way into the end zone, do you think they expected to score on that one?
I'm not sure they expected to score, but they also showed that they're not averse to taking a little bit of a risk there, right? Taking a chance because the normal call is take care of the football, run it, be safe. Instead, they put it in the air and took a gamble, and it paid off in a big way. That wasn't an analytics call. That wasn't a fantasy guy's call. That was like a video game call right there.
It was a little bit of a video game call, but it worked. The Eagles offense now gets set to head back onto the field. And down on the scoreboard, certainly needing to avoid what happened on the last drive, punting the football.
Sense of urgency has to take over for them here. They know the score. They know the situation. And by the way, the punter no longer exists for their offense. That's how they have to treat this drive.
They need points.
Big time.
Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
And that's exactly what you want on a first down run. Pick up 5 yards, bring up 2nd and 5. The defensive line, though, they've got to figure out a way to out-leverage the guys up front because the offensive line is winning at the point of attack.
They come out 5 wide, 3 of them to the right side. Breeze to throw on 2nd down. Looking middle, and it's incomplete. Cordero Patterson, the one he was hoping to get it to. And it's 3rd down.
Whenever they're trying to attack a zone defense, you're trying to figure out where your gaps are going to be. And depending on what type of zone they're playing, it could be on the outside, it could be in the middle, it could be in the seams, in the edges. In this case, they tried to attack the middle of the field, but this zone defense didn't allow it because they were able to see the ball come off the quarterback's hands, and everyone was able to react to the football and knock it away. So much about offense is what you call hidden yardage. You know, you throw the ball to someone, they catch it, and then they can make a big play. You know, they create a play, run after catch. They did a really nice job there of limiting that and keeping him from a first down.
Yeah, stopped him in his tracks. And now a high kick here as they'll try to cover this one. And that one hits at the 7, but bounds into the end zone, and that'll be a touchback. And the Cardinals offense here ready to take over. And following that long touchdown pass, a one-play drive last time, to see if the defense, you know they're ready. They don't want that to happen again.
And you would have thought they would have been ready the last time. That's what you work on all the time. Make sure that no one gets behind you. That's the cardinal sin of defense, not giving up the long pass. They did. Let's see how they adjust.
He's got Floyd out left. 17 yards on the pickup there. The drive will continue. It's a first down.
I do have to admit, I like it when it all comes together. When the top part, catching the football, right, whether you're catching it with your hands or cradling it, comes together with the legs, in this case the feet, doing a little toe tap to stay in bounds and complete the catch.
And a great job by our crew on the camera shot. Love when you see the grass or on the field turf, those rubber pellets flying up. Great catch. It's already 2nd and 12. The defense hoping to push them back more.
Over! Hurry up, here we go. Blue line, Leopard. Hot.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. He's got the hook up to John Brown on the right side. A good pickup there of 20 yards. He's played a great game. It continues right there, even with this lead, confident to throw the pass and have the reception made.
There's no doubt who the leader of their team is there? There's no doubt who they want to ride all the way to the finish, because strategy would tell you run the football, run the clock down. Instead, they're letting him throw it because they feel that confident in what he's getting done.
And he's brought down. They call it a gain of 19, and it moves the chains.
When a coaching staff sees their team run the ball this successfully in the fourth quarter, they're really excited because you can plan for a running game all you want and want to press that advantage when you get it. But for the most part, it's a little bit of a surprise. And right now, they've got to keep that going, want to continue to grind out the clock because it's definitely in their favor at this stage of the game. Can they close the game out and continue to do exactly what we just saw there, and that's run the football.
Offense still needing 10 yards, 2nd down. And the head coach reaches for the red flag, tosses it down on the field. He wants a challenge here. Well, he challenged the play. It did not pay off.
And that means he lost a timeout in that challenge.
And as a coach, you hate that. Don't know if you took the advice of the player. You threw it yourself, but it didn't go your way.
At the end of the day, it all comes back to the head coach. He has the final determination on whether to actually challenge the play or not. In this case, it didn't pay off for him.
And that's got to be so heartbreaking. You throw that flag, you probably feel really confident, and then all of a sudden, boom, you lose the challenge.
Yeah, when you take a look at it, you're throwing that flag because you believe you're going to be right. And when it comes back the other way, you have to regroup.
Shift together here from the D-line. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Well, the great coach said football is really a simple game. Rush theirs, protect yours. And he's talking about those guys throwing the football. In this situation, the rush won, hitting the quarterback and forcing him into an incompletion.
Second down following the incompletion.
Now let's go. Green, 39. Over.
Looking to throw. He's got his man. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. Their big-bodied receiver. His 4th touchdown on the year. And the Cardinals will extend their lead. Whoa. He just yanked that one well to the left and no good. The Cardinals set now to kick this one away, and off we go. On the return now, it's Josh Huff. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32-yard line. And now the Eagles offense back out onto the field. They come out 5 wide, 3 of them to the right side. Breeze now on first down. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down. So they're still at the original line of scrimmage here. Second down and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And there just continues to be nowhere to run. He's bottled up again at the line of scrimmage.
All right, Brandon, you know me as well as anyone. You know I don't usually advocate abandoning things during a game, but here we are in the second half. I think it's time to change things up. Let the running game go a little bit. Let's get to the passing game, and if you still want to get in the hands of the runner, maybe you swing it to him, throw it to him a little bit, try it that way.
So the D-line's going to spread out. Now flags come in here. Looked like one of the Eagles might have moved. On 3rd and long, it's Breeze. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down. Here's Britton Colquitt now, as they're forced to kick for the 6th time today. And now a low liner. I think he mishit it. Now Brown. Just a 25-yard punt. Not what he was hoping for by any stretch. And the Cards will take over 1st and 10. Arizona getting ready to go as they take the field. That last drive, it was a good mix. Run, pass, defense on their toes.
And what really helps out in a big way is when you're doing the run-pass mix and everything's working, that means that they're guessing wrong every time on defense. They think you're going to pass when you run and vice versa. I would continue that, and when they finally draw a bead on you, maybe you mix it up a little bit, a little play action, and throw the ball.
And will they maintain that balance? Time to find out. On second down, Johnson. And Johnson lost the football. It's loose, poked out. And they'll set up shop right near midfield at the 49-yard line. Here comes Eagle offense now as they get set to take over here. Now after the fumble recovery, it's Breeze. Looking for his running back, and he's got it. It'll be a gain of 6, and that'll make this a... Like you're so old. You're only 65. So they complete the pass, and now they face a second down. First throw now for the backup Wentz. Dancing to his left. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. And they'll need the 39 here for a first. This is 3rd down.
You know, on these types of plays, we're always looking to assess blame. Okay, where did it break down? Sometimes it's just a great play.
And they're going to hurry back to the line now. And now a first chance for the backup here to throw. And he hits his man, Matthews. And they're able to convert on 3rd with a solid gain of 23. And partner, nice little connection there on the corner route.
The receiver set it up perfectly, worked his way inside, and then broke it back to the outside for the completion.
Wentz now on first down. And nearly picked off. Surprising to see a defender of his caliber let it get away, but it does get away and it's second down.
Not only did they drop what looked like an interception in the end zone, they blew a golden opportunity to shift the momentum.
To throw, looking for Aguilar, and it's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And he will return this one to the 30-yard line. So out now come the Cardinals. And a fumble last time. Ball security. Talk about it all the time in the National Football League. They've got to be better at it on this drive.
Don't you think that when every team gets together for the first time, I don't care if it's OTAs, mini camps, first day at camp in the regular season, ball security comes up about what, the second sentence of the coach's address?
And those are so many drills focus on that.
All the time, and they do drills to make it even tougher to simulate game situations. Doesn't always work out, though.
And some options here for the offense on 2nd and 2. They come out here in the eye.
Let's go. Blue 90. Blue 90.
Floyd, the man in motion left. There's Johnson. He's been busy this afternoon. Give him a yard on the run there, and that's going to set up a 3rd down and 2.
Well, so many times we look at a short run and we praise the offense for trying to set the tempo and establish things, but the defensive guys, hey, they just won the battle there. It wasn't a big run given up. They don't always have to absorb the body blows. Sometimes they dish them out themselves.
And this will probably be the last play they can squeeze in here before the 2-minute warning.
Defense always has to be careful in this situation. A lot of teams like to take a shot.
Looks like the defense in press coverage here. They'll try and run for it. Here's Johnson. And he will have first down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. Time for a break. Back to finish it off on EA Sports after this. So it'll be first down here after the run. They'll hand it off now. Johnson. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
They were stopped on that play. We've had plenty of carries all afternoon. Every now and then the defense is going to win one, but I don't think they'll shy away from handing it to them the rest of the game.
Johnson again. And he's brought down. And a nice carry there of 15 yards.
Well, I'd say that run's pretty emblematic of what we've seen all day long. No matter what they've done on offense, this offensive line has controlled the line of scrimmage, given them time to throw it, run it, do whatever they've wanted. That's why there are points up on the board. And right now, the psyche of the offense, we're in control, and we can do whatever we feel like doing out here on the field.
So the run gets them the first, and now they operate with a fresh set of downs.
Here we go now. Blue 90. Blue 90.
Here's a 20th carry for Johnson, and he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
Frustrating for a defense, energizing for an offense. Finding a way to create that type of yardage in your running game, that'll make the guys carrying the ball very, very happy.
Second down following the run. Here comes the D swarming to the line. Andre Ellington, his first carry. 3 yards is half of what they needed. Now can they get the other 3 here on 3rd down? A road win in the National Football League. Charles, you never take that for granted no matter who you're playing, no matter where you're playing.
You take it and you run with it. And you know you primed the pump all week in your own home facility. No one thinks we can do this. Only people who believe are right here in this room. And then you go on the road, band together, and get it done.
That'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our hardworking crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, find us on Twitter at EA Madden NFL. With that, we say so long from Philly.
Yeah, I've been killing it. Yeah, I've been hard in the paint, not a single assist. Yeah, I've been flicking that wrist. Yeah, I've been now they with this. Yeah, I've been killing it. Yeah, I've been hard in the paint, not a single assist. Yeah, I've been flicking that wrist. Yeah, I've been now they with this. Yeah, I've been killing that, flicking that.